I never thought that being a single mom was in my cards. I always thought I'd have the white picket fence and the happy family and the ring on my finger. And it's not until you become a single mom that you realize just how hard being a mom really is. Because while you're sitting there healing from heartbreak, there's still a mini human next to you that needs you to take care of them. And when the house is quiet, it'll still need cleaning. And they're still depending on you. So you don't get to sit and cry and yell at the world for too long. Because at the end of the day, you still have to be mom.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Cosmicverse titled Best Moments of Single Mothers Being Rejected by Single Men. Men honestly don't need that kind of insanity in their lives. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Hadan the Mummy. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
This comment right here, I really don't think that he's speaking for all men, because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child. It's also very, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video. It's just the wildest thing. You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father. Yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
He is speaking for most men. Guys aren't interested in getting into a relationship with a single mother. You know, there's a whole bunch of reasons for that, but one of them is that he will be required to take on the role of the father and the financial provider to a child that is not even his. It's an unfair deal.
One thing being a single mom taught me is that I will never date a guy who has kids of his own. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for saying that. But if you're a single mom, you know exactly what I mean. If you know, you know.
She wants a single man to dedicate all of his time and money to her and her child. If he's a single dad, his child will be a priority.
So, guys, tell me, how do you date when you're a single mom with 2 kids that aren't in school yet, and you have nobody to watch them, but you also don't want somebody you don't know that well yet to meet your kids? You see what my problem is?
Madam, the answer is simple. You don't. And that's because if you insist on dating when your kids are that young, then it shows where your priorities are, and none of those priorities are healthy.
Side note, all these guys want to say, oh, we don't date single moms. Y'all know that single moms are single moms, which means they stayed and they are being a parent to who they made. Where's the dad? Huh? Sorry you don't like us. We're just picking up your pieces. Sorry.
She's legitimately saying that the single men who want nothing to do with her are at fault for the fact that she's a single mother. It's comforting to know that even when we stay away, we are apparently still to blame for her decision.
There's 5 reasons why I don't date people with kids.
I have to agree with everything that this girl said as to why she wouldn't date somebody that has kids. And before you guys go crazy in the comments saying, oh, well, good luck, let's see when you become a single mom, go read the comments on her video, because women who are single mothers are saying that even though they have kids, they would not date anybody that has children because they don't need the unnecessary baby mama drama, and their baby daddies are not in their lives, so it's not the same.
They don't want to deal with the baby mama drama, but at the same time, they expect the man to deal with the baby daddy issues and do it without any form of complaint. The hypocrisy is just unreal, man.
You know, today has been a day. You know, I work hard. I work hard for this motherfucking money. You know, this is a lot. This is a lot to service. You know, and just sometimes I want to be in my best soft girl life. You know, but so far it's more so been like, I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob, what was you thinking? Like, in the trenches, you know? The fuck? It's been ghetto. I just want to be like soft and spoiled.
She spent years talking smack about men and how she doesn't need a man in her life, but now that she's realizing that life requires work, she wants a man to swoop in and save her. But men know there is no saving women like these.
And bent over on a balcony with the ocean view by somebody's not dusty son. And hey, if you want to pay a bill or two, that's lit. I'm just saying, look, I'm an independent woman, but I take gifts.
Women like this are honestly children. They don't want to work. They don't want to be responsible. They just want to lay around, do nothing, and expect men to treat her like a queen. Adults don't act this way.
Is it typical for men who are age appropriate to want to get with a woman who's already has a prefabricated family?
It's tough. That's why I'm single.
No, that's not why. That's part of the reason. But the things you just said are the main reason. You're a modern woman. You're talking about goals and partnerships and this and that. That's not what these men want.
Single mothers couldn't care less about what men want. All that matters is getting a man who will throw out his entire life to make her and her children's lives easier. The men honestly get nothing out of that particular deal.
They don't want to be respected.
They want to be respected and admired, but they don't want the stuff you're talking about. Building. No. Ma'am, these men want cooperation. And you ladies come in and you already have a plan of how it's supposed to be. And it didn't work with your husband or your baby daddies. And it's not going to work now.
It's pretty much impossible for a man to be appreciated when he's in a relationship with a single mother because she's expecting him to provide for her and her kids. In her eyes, it's his job to do that, and he's not getting praised for doing his job.
It's so rough being a single mom, especially when you co-parent with the person that hurt you and they don't see no wrong in their doings and everything is just always your fault. And right now I'm just at the point where everything just keeps piling up and I'm just mentally, emotionally, I'm exhausted. I just want to sleep all day. I just want to be happy.
If a single mother needs to blame her ex-husband for everything that is wrong in her life, then we already know that she's hiding too much from men. She could have stayed with her husband, but she clearly left him for crap reasons.
But it's so hard doing that right now. Being a single mom is so freaking hard. They make your life so hard.
What exactly was she expecting? She's responsible for the health and well-being of her child. Did she honestly think that life was going to be easier with a child and a full-time job with no support from anyone else? I don't know.
You must avoid these 5 types of single mama dramas at all costs. The I'm always right, you're always wrong mom. Any woman who thinks she's always right and never wrong, especially a single mom, is going to make your life a living HE double hockey sticks. Silent but deadly, also known as passive aggressive. Anything unusual but aimed to hurt you. That's a major red flag. Drama mama. If she likes to start fights via text, she is a drama mama. Red flag. But any mom, any single mom who makes her current partner pay for the sins of her choices in men in the past is a red flag.
What's insane is how these women are already pretty low on the desirability scale, but they still think that they're allowed to disrespect the few men that actually want them. They are hell-bent on staying single at that point.
2023 is going to be my hot mom era. It's going to be. I'm going to make it be, okay? I want to be a hot girl. I want to be snatched. I want to be whatever Gen Z is calling hot nowadays. See, I'm in my 30s. I'm a mom of 3. My kids are all, I have 3 kids, 4 and under. And I have been pregnant or postpartum every year for the last 5.5 years. I have my arms, my legs, my butt, my boobs. Nothing has been the same size consistently over that 5.5 year period.
She has 3 kids, and her biggest priority is to try and get men to think that she's attractive. That means that male validation is more important than the health and well-being of her own children.
Down the line, there's going to be an expectation, if you're in a relationship with a single mother, the single mother is going to expect the guy to provide, not just for you, but for the kid. And so that adds like sort of a double duty to provide for a child that's not yours. The issue with that, though, is there's all the responsibility, but none of the corresponding authority. So she might expect you to provide, but she might not allow you as the guy to have any authority over the child.
Single mothers realistically are just looking for ATMs. They don't want partners, quote unquote. They don't want love. They just want a man to open his wallet and to thank the single mother for the quote unquote privilege.
To me, if you're going to be responsible providing for a child and you're going to step in as a stepfather, you aren't given authority over the kid. Like most single moms are not going to like allow you to discipline their kid, but they will expect you to provide for their kid. So it's all the responsibility with none of the authority. And actually, there are some single mothers who have an expectation that the guy start providing instantly. For example, you hear these stories of women wanting men to pay for the babysitter like on the first date.
What if a man is put in a situation where he ends up bonding with that woman's child? He's gladly paying for the kid and cares about them, but then one day the woman breaks things off with him. That destroys not only the man, but her kids as well.
I feel like the hardest part about being a single mom is feeling like you're not doing good enough. Like every morning I wake up and I have to do more. I want to do more. I wish I can just see my future and touch it for a second because I feel like I'm not doing enough. And it just sucks. I feel like as single moms, we have so much pressure on us. Like we literally hold the weight of the world on our shoulders because we want to give our children a childhood we never had. Like, I wish I could have gave my daughter the 2-parent household. I wish I could have gave that to her, but I accept that I couldn't. So now I'm just like, I need to make sure that she is good. Like I need to make sure she has everything she wants. Like I want her to just live her childhood, play, love, laugh, have a great time, eat good food. Like, I don't want my daughter, and I never want my daughter to have to experience like, oh, my mom was always busy working.
She's complaining about her basic duties as a mother, and she's complaining about a life that she chose for herself. Nobody forced her to do this. She made the decision, but she refuses to accept the consequences.
She was always busy doing this. She was always busy. She never had time for me. I don't want my daughter to ever feel that way. And it's such a bad feeling. Like no matter how much it's raining, I won't let the water get her wet. But I just wish I can do more for her right now. And I want to so badly that like every day I wake up and I keep going, I keep working, I keep going. Like I am not losing focus on anything.
She could have easily given her daughter the life that she wants her to have if she either chose a good man or stuck with the man that she had left. But she didn't do that. Now she's forced to do everything on her own. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.